Hi, this is Dr. Carolin-The, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, Women's Christian College. For today's session, I'll be talking about Tamil Nadu Industrial Establishments National Festival and Special Holidays Act 1958. This particular act, it helps to provide for the grant of national festival holidays to persons employed in industrial establishments in the state of Tamil Nadu. So, this session we'll be talking about the objective and extent, the definitions, grant of national festivals and special holidays, and employer to send statements to inspector. And apart from this, we'll also be looking into the penalties and exemptions. First, the objective and extent. This particular act, Tamil Nadu Industrial Establishments National Festival Special Holidays Act 1958, aims to ensure that employees in various industrial establishments within the state of Tamil Nadu have the right to observe national festival and special holidays, fostering a balanced work-life environment. So this particular act, it talks about the national holidays and festival holidays that need to be granted to all the industrial establishments. So what is that? So it applies, where it applies? It applies to all the industrial establishments within Tamil Nadu. Since it's a Tamil Nadu Governmental Act, State Government Act, it applies only to Tamil Nadu, state of Tamil Nadu. It encompassing diverse sectors like factories, plantations, and other workplaces. So this act, when you take, there will be definitions. So these terminologies will be used in the entire act. So let's learn about the terminologies and then go in detail, talk in detail about the act. Day, a 24-hour period starting at midnight. Employer. So employer is the individual with ultimate control over the affairs of the establishment, such as the managing agent, manager, or superintendent. We even call them as managing director, and so on. Employee, any person employed in an industrial establishment for hire or reward, including the apprentices and individuals designated by the government for this particular act purpose. And industrial establishment, a broad definition encompassing any establishment. It means factory, plantations, etc., where industrial activities take place. Government, wherever the term government, it refers to the state government of Tamil Nadu. And wages, it includes the components like dearness allowance, house accommodations, medical attendance, and concessional food supplies. The wage, it is not including, like it excludes bonus, employer's PF contribution, and gratuity. There is also another term has been used, inspector, because this inspector is the one to whom we'll be submitting all these holidays. So we'll be looking into it also in detail in the later slides. Inspector, a government appointed official deemed a public servant responsible for enforcing this particular act. So section 3, it talks about the grant of national, festival, and special holidays. So this particular act mandates that all employees are entitled to a specific set of holidays each year. That is the national holidays, starting with January 26th, that is the Republic Day, May 1st, Labor Day, August 15th, Independence Day, and October 2nd, Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti. And additional to the national holidays, the Act provides for an allowance of 5 other holidays for festivals. That will be determined by the inspector in consultation with both employers and employees. So what happens, this festival holidays that has been granted will be ensuring that the holidays align with the specific needs and cultural practices of various communities within India. Moving on to section 4. Section 4, it talks about employer to send statement to inspector. So the act outlines the employer's responsibility to submit a statement in Form 5 to the inspector specifying the holidays allowed for each calendar year. This ensures transparency and compliance with the Act's provisions. So in Form 5 only, the employer need to list down all the national holidays and the festival holidays that the employer wants to grant to their employees. So that needs to be listed down in the Form 5 as a statement. And the next step is, after submitting the Form 5 to the inspector will approve it. After getting approved, the employer must also display this statement. It means this Form 5, he need to display it in a prominently within the industrial establishment. That is inside his factory premise. He need to display this particular Form 5. And that is helping the employees to read it. That is making it readily accessible to all employees. So employees will also be aware about when the festival holidays, or what are all the festival holidays that has been granted under their organization or the establishment. Moving on to section 5. So during these holidays, if an employer has an immediate work to be completed, so can he ask the employees to come? Yes, the employer can ask their employees to come and work on those national and festival holidays, provided they need to submit a statement again to the inspectors stating that these employees, I'm going to make them to work during these holidays. But there are another condition is also provided. When you ask those employees to work on those holidays, the wages, whatever you are going to provide them, either it need to be doubled. And the second condition is, you can also give them this regular wage, provided another holiday, that is, you need to be provided along with the wage that they are going to get. So that is what given under section 5, wages. If an employee works on a holiday allowed under section 3, they are entitled to twice their regular wages. So their wages. So first condition is, they can work provided the employees need to be given twice the wage. If in example, I can give you as if an employee is drawing per day wage as 500 rupees, that need to be doubled to 1000 rupees on that particular holiday where the employee has worked. The second condition is, alternatively, they can receive their regular wages. So 500, the regular wages they can receive. Instead, they can even opt for a holiday, for a substituted holiday with the wages at a later date. So when that later date, that substituted holiday must fall within 3 days before or after the day they have worked. So these two conditions that need to be followed by the employer. If the employer doesn't follow this only, there will be like for penalty, the fine and other related things will follow. So this is section 5 talking about the wages. Moving on to inspectors. So in this sections, we do have like inspectors working, and they will be people involved into enforcing the act. So the act empowers inspectors with specific powers to effectively enforce its provisions. So what are the provisions? First is, the inspectors can inspect the establishment, and they can even seize or take copies. So what is that the inspectors will do? Inspectors have the authority to enter and inspect any industrial establishments at any reasonable time to ensure the compliance with the act. So the inspector can enter into any premise, that is any establishments, and they can inspect. So that is first like power that has been given to the inspectors. The second power that has been given is, they can even seize or take copies. Seize or take copies in the sense, the employers need to maintain registers, records pertaining to that, the Form 5, and relating to it, when the employees were made to work, or how many employees were made to work. Those kind of information, let's say, for example, it can be the muster roll, that is the attendance, or the salary wage slips, or the pay slips. They can even, the inspector can look into all these. And even another power is, they can even stop the employees, and they even check with the employees whether the company is following all these no like procedures. So he can take the registers, records, or notice or portions thereof. So what this particular inspectors can do is they can seize or take records and registers only for a prescribed time period. So these registers, records, or notice shall not be retained for more than 30 days, except with permission of the Commissioner of Labor. So these are the powers vested on to the inspectors under this particular act. Moving on to penalties. So we have seen that employees are made to, if the employees are made to work during the holidays, then the employer need to provide them with double the wages, or the alternate holidays, that is either before or after the holidays, they can be given a holiday with the regular wages. And if in case the employer did not submit any kind of a form 5 statement, so these two conditions only we'll be looking into for the penalty, that is section 3 and section 5. In case the employer did not follow the section 3 and section 5, it is a violation. And for the first violation, that is first offense, the fine for the first offense will be between 500 rupees and 5,000 rupees. In case the employer is committing that same offense, second subsequent offenses, that is second and kept on, he's going to do, then the fine for the second or subsequent offense, it is going to be between 5,000 rupees and 10,000 rupees. The next penalty, section 9, talks about penalty for obstructing the inspector. We are all aware that inspector is vested with powers in order to enter into any industrial establishment and also to seize the records or take the copies and like look into the copies and ask, make people to, he can even inquire with people. When the inspector is being obstructed in doing his duties, that is anyone who intentionally hinders an inspector from carrying out their duties, they face legal consequences. Also, the failure to provide requested records or documents to the inspector is also considered as a violation. The punishment that has been vested will be the penalty for obstructing or non-compliance can include imprisonment for up to 3 months, a fine rupees 1,000, or it can be coupled with both, that is 3 months of imprisonment and 1,000 rupees of fine. Now, this act also has certain exemptions. It exempts management employees in the management position and employees whose work involves traveling, and any industrial establishment which is under the control of the central government or the state government or the local authorities, the Reserve Bank of India, or railway administration operating any railways, they're all been exempted. Apart from that, any mine or oil field, they're also been exempted. And the government may, by notification, they may even exempt any establishment or class of establishments or persons or class of individuals, or the government has the power from all or any other provisions of this act, subject to such restriction as the government deems appropriate. If in case the government thinks or feels that these sector people or these no like individuals or these establishments need to be exempted, then they can do so by notifying it in the Gazette. So these are all the contents that we been like listed down in the National Festival Holidays Act. So I hope this act it will be applicable for all the industrial establishment, and you have also learnt about it. Thank you for watching it.